So here we go, we have the Quantum and we're about to do our first test flight with them.
Yes, it's pretty exciting to see how these go.
Now you've actually watched me fly, haven't you?
Yeah, I've watched you fly with these and it looked really good. So it'll be interesting to see how it is actually flying wearing these at the same time.
Now you're going to have an issue with wearing these. Do you want to explain what the issue is going to be and show them what we're going to...
Yeah, basically we're going to be giving these away. So we haven't put any of the attachments to make this more comfortable on.
So no foam at all at the moment because we want to give them away. We don't want to cut anything or modify anything on these. This will be a giveaway. Link, the details will be in the description. It'll most likely be a combined Facebook and YouTube giveaway. So be sure to read the details there. But and it's open to international people too. So keep that in mind. So if you're overseas, no dramas at all. But yeah, no foam on these at the moment. So we're going to go without them and just try and balance them, aren't we?
Yep. But we'll still get an idea of what it's actually like flying with these.
Let's make it happen.
Yep.
So how are the goggles at the moment?
They're looking really good. It's just that because they aren't actually set up to be comfortable.
So they feel a bit heavy on you at the moment, don't they? I felt they were hanging down on my nose a lot, but then again, we've got no foam on them at the moment, have we?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how we go. So take it easy and get a feel for it and see what you think.
You can definitely see a lot further away.
You want to lift your head up a tad?
No,
you can? Oh, you can't?
Because my nose really hurts.
Oh, okay, alright, that's what put it back down. Whatever's comfortable for you.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Just adapting to them.
So how are you finding them?
Besides the fact that I'm not used to seeing as much of the screen move, it's really nice. It's a good size, the actual screen itself. And I can definitely see a lot earlier than normal. Things do seem to have a bit of a blur around them though, like a glow. Oh,
I should have told you, there's actually an adjustment here. You really need to adjust that. No, you haven't actually adjusted. They're adjusted for my eyes at the moment. But the image is actually scaled up, so you've got to sort of keep that in mind.
It is very nice though.
Now, I think these things work out to about $60, I think it is, and probably about $100 with the video receiver in there.
Well, that's a pretty good price.
So it's not too bad.
Because these are high quality. And as long as you can get used to the fact that these are a little bit heavy on your head, which they might not even feel that much when you put the foam on, I mean, it's going to be golden.
Okay, so as far as normal FPV, I assume you prefer FPV goggles to this at the moment?
Yeah, mainly because they're more portable, but...
So keep that in mind too. So I think FPV goggles are, look, I think I tried them when you were flying. I think I still prefer FPV goggles, but having said that, you are getting more detail, aren't you?
Yeah, I prefer the FPV goggles just because they're more portable and they're a bit lighter on the head.
They're a lot more comfortable. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But then again, I mean, like the Sky Zones, they're worth what, $500 and something. So you're comparing a $500 item to essentially a $60 item.
That hasn't been set up properly.
You're hiking there, by the way.
Really?
Do you want to do that pass again so I can get it on the GoPro so I can show people
okay.
You sort of trying to get used to it? So Thomas is going to come past for a, just the same speed. That was insane.
Let's go a bit of close prox.
You were really close to us, by the way, too, so...
Okay. I did try to get a bit...
Kind of was a little bit scary. You threw the tree.
Yep.
Well, look...
That's a lot easier.
Irrespective, comfort aside, that one we can't really assess too much. I mean, look, I think goggles are always going to be more comfortable. I think
yeah, but this is the absolute worst of worst. I mean, it's not even set up properly.
So, yeah, it's a valid point because we haven't set these up properly, so it's something to keep in mind. But at the end of the day, I suppose the thing you want to know is, can you FPV? And if that's what you're thinking about, have a look at this. I think I would call that FPVing. So with a review of these type of goggles, the key thing you need to keep in mind is most people reviewing these are going to be people like myself or Thomas who have been wearing FPV goggles for the last couple of years. So that's what we've become accustomed to. So you need to really keep that in mind because you're going to get some mixed reviews because it does take a bit of getting used to flying with these goggles. But having said that, most people are going to want to know, can you actually FPV with these? And this is Thomas essentially FPVing with these goggles. And as you can see, he's flying his quad quite well. He can see quite well. He can make all the right decisions. So as far as FPV goggles that work, as in a starter type goggles, there's no two ways about it. These things do work and work quite well. one of the other questions that we've actually had is, how do these compare to the Headplay goggles? Now this is a really difficult comparison to actually draw because they are similar but also quite different. As far as which is better, that's going to be really up to you to try them out and see what you think you're most comfortable with. But look, I can run you through the essential differences, but it's going to really come down to a personal choice. Now, the Headplay, without a doubt, have a better LCD monitor on them. The LCD monitor on the Headplay produces much more vibrant colors. It's sharper. The dynamic range is far superior to these. There's just no two ways about that. But having said that, the field of view is massive on the actual Headplay. So that's something you need to take into consideration. Comfort, also, I'd give that to the Headplays, but keep in mind, we didn't actually have the rubber inserts and didn't quite try to set these up and customize them for ourselves. But having said that, I think even if you do that, I don't think they're going to be as comfortable as the Headplay. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Now, the field of view on these goggles is actually smaller than the Headplay, and to me that's a big plus, because most people you'll find who have reviewed the Headplay complain that the field of view is actually too big for them. So that's another thing to take into consideration. And obviously the price point that these come in at, I mean, they're quite phenomenal. I mean, you're spending $60 on a pair of goggles, and you want an FPV, and the FPV experience is actually really good. Thomas can fly quite comfortably. I flew with him also, and I found him quite easy to fly with too. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So the price point is another big factor. Now, as far as whether I prefer goggles or do I prefer this type of headset, myself personally, I still prefer goggles, and goggles are going to be the main thing that Thomas and myself will always be using, and that's because they're portable. But having said that, if we started out with these goggles or these headsets, I would have been quite happy with it. I mean, they were definitely better than our first set of Fat Sharks that we had, which were the Predators. So having said that, and you're only paying $60 for these, look, they do represent great value for money. So anyway, look, I'll leave the video at that. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. So these will be a giveaway, so keep that in mind. There will be a link in the description, and we will be giving these away 1 week from the release date of this video. So keep that in mind. Basically, click on the link. It'll take you to a Facebook post. Just make sure you like, share, and comment on that post. But anyway, I'll have a link in the description for that. It'll be drawn 1 week from the release date of this video, and it is open to anyone in the world. So long as the postal service can make it to your country, it's available to you. And also you need to make sure that you are contactable through Facebook, because we'll send you a personal message and letting you know that you've actually won. And we'll also announce it on our Facebook page who the winner is. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and we will catch you guys in the next one.